Happy New Year's, ladies and gents. As a follow-up to our last drinking competition, and because I bomb on about how much I love Irish whiskey, today we're going to see if I can pick the difference between an Irish whiskey, an Australian whiskey, very good one, and not a bad Scotch, as Scotches go. I don't mind it. So I'm going to try to see if I can tell the difference. And if I can't, I should hang up my Irish plastic paddy hat. I can't pick them. So it's just going to be 3 drinks. I'm going to have a sip of water in between and just see if I got it right. Thank you very much. I'll be back. Righto. As I said, I'm a bit pissy from New Year's last night, but if I can't pick the difference between a good Aussie whiskey and a Scotch and an Irish whiskey, time to hang up my drinking hat. Alright, let's go. And I'm going to have a drink of water in between just to cleanse the palate. Alright, here we go. Okay, alright. Number 1. Mr. Cubes, I need some cubes. Got no cube thing, that'll do. Some people say I shouldn't use cubes, but bugger them, I want them. It's bloody hot. Alright, number 1, let me go. It's not Ned. That Scotch does take us Irish whiskey. Let me go. I'm thinking that's Finlay. God, I reckon I'm gonna fuck this. I'm being honest. And I can't blame last night. It's just... wait a minute. So as I'm going along, I might change it, which I thought I wouldn't do, but I'm thinking... I'll go that's Finlay. But to start with, I may change it. I'll do that for now. Alright. A bit of cleansing of the mouth. The teeth are refreshing. Alright, let's go number 2. Fuck. God. That's not Ned. I don't think. Early on I'm saying that is Spey River Scotch. Which ain't a bad Scotch as Scotches go. I'm not a huge fan of Scotch. Fair enough if you are. Don't hate me for not liking it, but it's not my favourite drop. And I'm thinking that's Spey River. The reason why I do like Spey River, if this is Spey River or if it's not, is that Scotch, even single malt Scotch, does take like a blended Irish whiskey to me. It's closer. As opposed to some Scotches, it's just as rough as guts to me. Can I be honest? I'm telling even by that colour, that's Ned. That's definitely Ned. I bet you it tastes like Ned. I can tell by the colour, that's Ned. Which is a great Aussie whiskey. And doesn't really taste like Scotch or whiskey. So if I get that wrong, I'm a disgrace. I'm not even an Australian. Jesus. Alright. I'm saying that's Spey. It's mainly going to be, if I'm going to get them wrong, I'm thinking between the Finlay Irish whiskey and the Spey River Scotch. That's what I'm thinking. If I get them wrong, I am a disgrace. If I get that wrong, I'm a complete disgrace. I'm not even an Australian. But let me go. Alright. Fuck. Now I'm starting to think, this is Finlay. Sweet God. That's terrible. I'm thinking that's Finlay, mate. That's terrible to chop and change like that. I'm thinking that. So far, just let me have another bit. And try not to scull it. I'm pretty sure that's Finlay. But that's just showing you that particular Scotch, if I'm right, is very much like that orange whiskey. Let's be honest. That is definitely going to be Ned. I know before I even try the bugger, that's Ned. That is Ned. It's Ned's colour. Good old Ned. Have I told you how much I love Ned Kelly? I don't know if I have, but I do love the old Ned. This is his whiskey. I'm going to get that. I have to get Ned right. I'm sure this is Finlay. Finlay's like a softer sort of Irish whiskey. That Spey River is still that sort of hard bit of Scotch. But being bloody honest, that particular Scotch is not too different from a lot of Irish whiskies, but there are some Scotches that are completely different. So maybe we've got one, maybe why I like it is it is so much like an Irish whiskey, but if I'm wrong there, it's pretty pathetic. Let's finish this one. Oh, sorry about that. Happily pissed after 2 whiskies. Hoping I'm right. Let's see if I am when Mr. Claw comes in later. I cleanse the palate. And here's number 3. The smell test. Oh, a fruity little number. That's Ned. I'll bet my ball bag that that's Ned. Let's see. That's Ned. It's not like either. That's Aussie whiskey. And that's the best Aussie whiskey. Not Australian whiskey where they try and do like a Scotch, like Lark down in Tasmania. Shite. Not good. Not a good whiskey shithouse. That's Aussie whiskey. From Melbourne, from Victoria, where old Ned's from, that's the best Australian whiskey. Ned's a great whiskey. Ned, if you're listening, send me a few bottles, my boys. You have a great grog there. Mate, that's great. That's Ned. Beyond doubt. And if I get those wrong, a bit disgusting, but still, that Scotch is very much like an Irish whiskey. Sweet Jesus, I hope I get it right. But this one, I definitely... It's even the colour. That's Ned, mate. That's Ned whiskey. That one... To get that wrong, it's like a blasphemy. Do you want Australian? That's Ned. That's the truth. But I'll finish it. And it's great having 3 whiskies that close together after a big night on the drink and realising that you're too old to mix with the younger folk. I'm a 60-year-old man. Be off with your children. What are you to me? There is a generation gap for a reason. Fuck yous. Can I just say this? Some of yous wake up one day and think you're a man, and the next day you're a woman, and then you change your pronoun. I don't even understand what you're fucking talking about. They and them and zing and zong and what? If you've got a dangly bit hanging between your legs, this is my spiel. If you've got a penis, a bit of gristle hanging between your legs, you're a bloke. You can be a gay bloke, you can be a straight bloke, but you're a bloke. You can't change sexes. If you're a girl, you're a fanny. Very good. Thank you, my girl. You're a girl. You can be whatever, but you can't change sexes. And sorry, you can't even be unicorns. I know it's terrible, personally, but you can't be a unicorn. You're a human being. We basically come from ape-like creatures, and there's male and female. And it's worked pleasantly for thousands of years. This is just me drinking the Ned, knowing I've got this one in the bag. That's Ned whiskey. Beyond a doubt. It's a great... Actually, I may stick on Ned. If it was just a bit cheaper, Ned produces... This is a heartfelt plea to you. If you just make it a bit cheaper, fellas, I would always drink Ned. It's better than Scotch and better than most Irish whiskies. It's a bottler. Ned Irish whiskey. If I get that one wrong, where's to go? If I get this one wrong, where's to go for me? I've had a go at the younger generation of Australians, or probably the earth. I'm over years. There's nowhere to go. Thank you, Mr. Claw. The adjudication. Here we go. Bang! 1 Finlay, failed. 2 Spey River, failed. Ned, of course. I don't know more whiskies except for Ned. That's the end of the story. I hang up my plastic paddy hat. I failed, but Ned, you're grand. Thank you very much. Enjoy your life and choose the right pronoun. And just look between your legs. It's pretty easy. Thank you very much and good night. It's a good day here.